News today, August 21, 2025, as horror moment, broken plane, wing flap hangs off in midair during Delta flight as passengers tell of shaking Boeing jet. Let's get right into this article, and it's coming out directly from The Sun. Let's have a look at it, this video here, so you can see it for yourself. There's the plane's broken wind flap. Guessing they noticed it during mid-flight. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, it's okay.
Worry about piece hitting the back.
Or as they land.
It didn't broken fully. That's good. Be lucky.
The article continues to say, this is the terrifying moment a broken plane wing hangs off a Delta flight, leaving the aircraft shaking in midair. Passengers were left terrified when the flap on a Boeing 737 partially snapped off before landing in Texas on Tuesday. I'm sure anyone would be afraid if that happened if they were on that plane. And here are some stills from that disturbing situation. Here's the broken flap hanging, as you can see. Used to say the Delta Airlines flight 1893 had departed from Orlando International and was headed to Austin Bergstrom International Airport when travelers noticed the aircraft's dangling arm. Horrifying footage taken by a passenger shows the wing flap hanging from the aircraft's body thousands of feet up in the air. The plane then began to shake as if it was struck by bad turbulence. Shanila Arif told CNN, "We felt it was bad turbulence. The plane was shaking. The lady in front of us opened the window and told us it is broken. I opened the window and got scared." This person who was on the plane says, wing flaps are an essential part of plane takeoffs and landing. Delta has since apologized for the incident and ensured the plane, which was carrying 62 passengers and 6 crew members at the time, had been taken out of service for maintenance. Nothing is more important than the safety of our people and customers, the firm added. The Federal Aviation Administration told The Independent, the crew of Delta Airlines Flight 1893 reported damage to the left wing flap after safely landing at Austin Bergstrom International Airport around 3:10 p.m. local time on Tuesday. Very scary indeed if this were to happen. I'm sure to yourself or to anyone, to be in that situation would be insane. I'm sure I would think the worst. And it continues to say, it comes just weeks after Delta Flight 590, packed with 150 passengers, narrowly avoided a runway disaster when another plane nearly landed right on top of it. As the flight was preparing to take off, the crew saw another plane landing on the same runway, forcing it to turn back towards the terminal. The plane was traveling from Aeropuerto Internacional Benito Juarez in Mexico City to Atlanta. It also follows the shocking moment at least 25 people were hurt after a Delta Airlines flight dropped over 1,600 feet in 85 seconds before making an emergency landing, tracking data shows. Wow. So, a lot of crazy things going on with aviation. Be careful if you're going to be going on any planes anytime soon. And my prayers go out to everyone who were affected by this. Moving on to our next headline, and this is coming out of the U.S. Sun. It states cries for help. Mom shot dead. Terminally ill husband and 2 kids, but spared toddler before killing herself after disturbing TikToks. So this woman killed her family before killing herself, and here's one of the TikToks to show what was on her mind before this happened. See for yourself.
Okay, I put makeup on and real clothes for the first time. Basically, makeup since we went to the Cape in July, and real clothes in God only knows how long. So I'm trying to get myself out of this rut. I know that I've said this before, but our kids are definitely struggling, and now I'm starting to notice some changes in our 3-year-old, which is
sad to see when a mother or anyone for that matter feels they have to take their own life and the lives of their family. The article continues. A mom shot dead her terminally ill husband and killed her 2 eldest children before turning the gun on herself. It has emerged. Emily Long carried out the shootings in their New Hampshire home just days after she shared a chilling video on TikTok where she spoke about her struggles. And that is the video that we just saw together. Here's a photo of her right here with her family. And they're saying her husband was terminally ill. And to continue, the 4 people were found dead on Monday night, which sparked an initial mystery. New Hampshire investigators have since ruled the case as a murder-suicide. Emily, 34, shot her husband, Ryan, 48, several times in the early hours of Monday morning, as reported by the CBS affiliate. She shot her children, Parker, 8, Ryan, who is 6, once in the head. And as I read this is it's just shocking information, as it comes in, and to hear about it firsthand. Coroners ruled that Emily died from a single gunshot wound. Cops found the couple's toddler, 3, inside the Madbury home, who was unharmed. A motive behind the shootings still remains unknown as cops continue their probe. Police said they found a gun inside the Plush property. So there you have it, guys. Seems that she killed her family, but she left her toddler, who is 3 years old, inside her home unharmed. And sad that he's going to be living without a family after this has happened. There are ways to get help for these kind of things when you're struggling. There are hotlines that you can call if you're going through something like this. It says Emily was active on social media and spoke out about her husband's battle with glioblastoma. He had received a terminal diagnosis. Glioblastoma is an aggressive brain cancer for which there is no cure. The symptoms are: glioblastoma is a highly aggressive form of brain cancer. The tumors develop from glial cells. Glial cells are the supporting cells of the brain and the spinal cord. The cancer starts in the brain and almost never spreads to other parts of the body. There is no cure, but cancer patients may receive surgery, radiotherapy, chemotherapy, or a combination. The median survival time for glioblastoma is 12 to 15 months, according to the American Brain Tumor Association. Only 5% of patients survive for 5 years or longer. Symptoms include headaches, loss of appetite, nausea and vomiting, loss of balance, mood swings, problems speaking, problems with memory or concentration, seizures, impaired vision. On social media, she documented her husband's cancer battle, reflecting on moments where she told her children about his illness. In a candid video, she explains how she wanted to create normalcy for her children. Emily, who worked as the director of operations at the chain Wingett's, admitted her children were having a hard time amid his cancer battle. She also spoke out about her own battles on social media. In a new deleted TikTok clip, she revealed she wanted to make a change as she had been struggling with depression. Today I decided I need to make a conscious effort to shift my mindset, she told her social media followers. I'm getting out of this depression whether I want to or not. And in another clip shared 2 weeks before her death, Emily spoke about feeling anxious and lonely. I know that I need to see a therapist. I know that I need to ask for help, but I'm not ready to acknowledge that. I think she said. Or I'm sorry, she said that she thinks that she's not ready to acknowledge that. Emily also admitted that she felt as if she was withering away. I'm mourning my husband, I'm mourning my marriage, and it's still there. It's very confusing and it's very overwhelming, she said. The family lived in Madbury, a town of less than 2,000 people, and locals in the area have been left stunned by the deaths of the 4 family members. This is shocking indeed, and very sad news to see a family broken like this. And again, if you're looking for help on anything regarding this depression, there are outlets that you can reach. There are places. And with that, guys, that's all I have for today. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day and stay safe.